Welcome back, guys, to Combo Breaker 2023, the Mystery Tournament. Everybody loves the Mystery Game Tournament because we get to see all kind of crazy stuff. I'm hoping to see a certain game. We may or may not get it, but we'll find out. I'm TK Breezy, joined with Ketchup. Ketchup, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I just had my mystery game pool. I was unfortunately out in losers finals. I'm not gonna oversell myself on that one. It was definitely losers finals, but it's now time to start afresh, and we're going into a new set of pools, which, of course, in the celebration of Mystery Game, is a brand new set of games.
Yeah, man. So I haven't even got a chance to see it yet. We're just going to be a surprise just like you guys. And hopefully it's a game I recognize. I mean, I've played a lot of games in my time. I wouldn't say that I'm going to be, like, super versed in them, but at least I'll be able to look at it and be like, oh, that's that. You know?
Look, that's what it's all about, though.
Yeah.
Mystery Game is we gather the most bizarre collection. Some of them are as you would expect, some aren't. I remember last year when I was commentating a block for this, it was a plain combat game on, like, the PlayStation 2. So it's certainly not all fighting games, as if you've been watching this already, you will already be well aware that's the case.
I heard
and
they played Mario, the Super Mario Bros., like the versus battle in that. And then I heard they played some sports game, too. And I was, Looney Tunes sports. I was like, all right, I like that. I like that we're getting, you know, it doesn't always have to be a fighting game. We might just get something that's versus. As long as there's versus in it, we might get it. So
I think that's just what it's all about.
Yeah.
And it's why Mystery Game has always had this almost cult classic feeling for the community. You know, everyone enjoys it. And very fortunate this year because this was the first year sign-ups for Mystery Game went live while I wasn't asleep. Normally, every single year in the UK, unless you stay up until, you know, Lord knows how late, you're missing that. But not this year. This year, many of us made it in. So.
You got it. You said I guess you had lost in the same game we just saw. So toe ball. We were talking about earlier. He said couldn't find a low in that game.
I didn't like it. I'll be real, right? I don't upset anyone. I didn't like it. I could not find a low to save my life, and it was close, and it was like last round, and I played the weird robot man whose eyeballs pop out.
Oh man,
yeah, it was really cursed, but that's what we got.
The music. I can kind of see
I feel like I recognize this.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely recognize the music. I'm gonna wait till it flashes on the screen, but it sounds like a fighting game at the very least.
Hey, if anyone in chat recognizes this, I'm sure you're already mentioning it. I mean, I'm gonna assume chat can hear what we can hear at the moment. Maybe.
I would hope so.
Maybe. If they can, look, we can hear something.
Yeah, I hear. Oh, there you go.
No, I have no idea.
I've never seen this game.
I have no idea what this is.
Was it called Groove on Fight? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. Wait, there's a character there where there's two of them?
Guy's named Falco? Okay.
I mean, yeah. Welcome
Clean
home.
name. Clean name, yeah.
Welcome home, my friend. Welcome home.
I'm here.
Hizumi and Mad? Someone's got, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Oh, it's a team game.
Ooh.
So you got two characters. So either that's going to be they're both on there at once, or it's like King of Fighters where you take it in turns.
Right.
I can only see two characters here. Two of them have a cool hat. Oh no, they're chilling in the background. Look at that.
How do you swap it? Well, we got to. That was a sonic boom. Okay. All right. So the witch has sonic booms
and music. Music. I love it. Reminds me of Rayman.
This guy has a flash. Okay, they love Guile in this game. Where you have flash kick, you got sonic booms. I don't know how you get this crossover action, but it looks like it's really working. You got on the ground mix-ups.
I kind of feel like both characters share the spirit of Remy. You've got Remy's like flip kick, flash kick, and then you've got the sonic booms on the other character. There it is again. Look at the damage. That did like 20% damage.
I feel like he knows this game. He is kind of dancing around right there. Morph, really showing you what's up. Oh, so they just walk in after that. Okay, cool.
And when they get KO'd, they're still on the ground? What? What? You can do that? That's so disrespectful.
You can throw the body is absolutely insane.
So when you said, no, this player definitely knows a thing or two, they didn't hesitate to throw the teammate. I think you're definitely onto something.
Nah, he's played this game before. Like, I don't know how, I don't know if he got a chance to just play it out there, but like he's definitely played.
What? The meaty.
Oh
the meaty disrespect. All right, and that's it. Round one, just like that.
Using the teammate like a fireball, bro.
Yeah, this game's actually sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking this. Didn't realize I was on camera. I was gonna take a sip of my water. You know that can wait.
I don't think I've ever actually seen a game like that where like the person just stays on the ground. I can't think of one right now.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
He swapped over. I like it.
The same team. To be fair, that is definitely one of those elements, right? Where if you lose to an opponent, you're like, right, I'm gonna do what they did.
Game. Yeah, honestly, in this game that you don't know either, like That's just, oh, you can actually, oh, it's tag. I was like tag, well, it's tag, but you still have to beat both of them this time around. So you can actually still tag in and out. That's great. There's no healing, though. Oh, there's healing, slight healing. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting game.
What is that thing?
I don't know what that is. So it feels like it's some level of a reflector or something, but it hasn't hit yet, so. Uh-oh.
Now Morph getting caught a little bit here. Looks like she's able to, I was about to say she's able to get back on the offense, but immediately clipped. We have a full health bar, though, ready to go. So I guess if you even out the health, it's kind of even, you know?
Oh, okay. We got some combos over here from the from home. Deeple Tipkin, I like that. Deeple Tipkin. Good name.
All right, the mirror match resumes. We're going to shoot the gun. Something's just come flying off.
What is that projectile?
Oh, I have no idea, but the dash behind, we're going for that. We're going for that cheeky stuff.
That seems like a very, very strong overhead. Like, she's winding that thing up, but okay. 3 hit. The comeback? Yeah, there we go.
All right, that's a really, really good start, right? You know, if you're in a position where you've got a game that it looks like she'd played it before. It looks like she'd played it before. I'm gonna lie, just the lack of hesitation to throw the teammate was a bit of a dead giveaway, I think. But that is merely one round of the tournament. So just because you might be experienced with one does not mean when it comes to the next game, you know anything.
Yeah, and it was like the fact that like it was the throw on the opponent, the dead opponent, and then also the Oki in the corner. Like, bro, like, who does that? Like, how did you know? How did you know that? So I'm gonna say that she knew. Definitely knew that game. Morph gonna be moving on to get a chance to play another game pretty soon. But we're gonna have some more people coming up to jump into this. Groove on Fight is, I think, is what it's called. Yeah, that's never heard of that.
This
Literally
is
never.
where the playing experience can be very different to the commentary experience. Because when you're sitting here on the block, sometimes it can sit on the same game a few times, and then maybe it will change over. Just again, a quick refresher for anyone that is kind of wondering how the mystery game works. Every round of the tournament is a different game, and that includes the winner's bracket and then the loser's bracket. It is a complete mix and match every single time you go. So when you're playing in it, it's everywhere you look, something different's going on. Whereas here, I think the viewers are treated to an opportunity to maybe get a little bit more used to something before you move on, right? So we can absorb the knowledge. If anyone has any, it's as rare as that might be.
I felt like there was one person that I saw in the chat that like said Groove on Fight exclamation. I was like, all right, this guy knows this game. There's at least one. There's always at least one. But I'd be very surprised to know more than like maybe 3 people at most who really have ever played this game. I legitimately have never heard of it. And it doesn't even look that bad. Like, it doesn't look like a bad game at all. I just never heard of it.
What I always want to do is, when you look at a game, I just want to look at the release date and think, when did this come out? Because there are so many games out there, so many fighting games that they're pretty interesting for what they are. And then you look at the date of release, and it also came out relatively early. You know, you've got to remember, back in the 90s and stuff like that, there hadn't really been a set standard of how you make fighting games. So you have all these different companies and teams thinking, right, we're going to try and put our own spin on something. And now it's going to be Buffoon versus the one and only Ryan Reynolds.
All right, Ryan Reynolds, Mr. Deadpool in the building. I just saw that this witch's like DP is like extremely active. Like, she was on the way down and still had hitbox. So I'm gonna, you know what? That's a good DP for sure.
Wait,
I don't know what that is.
Is that like a ground pound that doubles up as a vertical coverage? What is it's a snowball, and it destroyed. Okay.
He's got like the elements on his side. He had cherry blossoms before, snowballs now. All right. Oh, no, he's dizzy.
All right, I guess this game has Dizzy. I did not know. Oh, the ranged game and the patience. I mean, that snowball looks like it could be quite good to kind of steal back a bit of screen space. Yo, the mask comes out. I have no idea what that does, but didn't manage to quite work out. Now, one thing we haven't really seen is special meter.
Right.
We haven't really seen much application for that yet. Yo, the hidden stuff in the trench coat.
Yeah,
the yo-yo.
This is Inspector Gadget right here, man. Or like Inspector Gadget inspired for sure.
And long legs.
Uh-oh. I gotta get. You can definitely. I feel like he's got to have some. What the kind of normal was that?
I'm not gonna lie, mate. You're on your own. I got no idea. I got no idea.
I would assume this character has good reach because, like, look how long his arms are, but he's okay. Well, he's attacking mostly with his.
Whoa!
What was that? The sneakiest laser, the sneakiest shot.
I'm not gonna lie. That's like one of the cleanest examples of a wake-up attack. Man was on the floor, and while on the floor goes attack time.
You'll never expect it.
Dynamite and a shield.
Uh-oh. Actually, probably still could take this. I feel like this character probably does crazy amounts of damage. He's a zoner. Oh.
Wake up throw. All right, back to the range. It kind of looks a lot like this character. Going to benefit at that distance. And the cowboy hat. I don't know the character's names. I'm so sorry. I can't see it.
Yeah, I missed it. So, but he.
Oh! The wake up buttons. That's the worst way to lose a comeback.
Man, the comeback was Chris and Remy is on this side. Okay, that's what we had on the left. So Chris has got the hat, and then they both played Remy? Oh, no, Remy. Okay, all right. We're going to move out. Is that Tenon Bash? Tenon, his name is so long it's actually getting cut off. Well then, Tenon Bashi.
All right, that doesn't necessarily, they only just fit the final character on the end of that.
I'm very interested to see if, like, I want to see, like, a trip, like a knockdown, trip knockdown into the snowball. Because I feel like that's probably some crazy Oki.
And the fact that it appears behind the character, too. That there's got to be some source there. There's got to be. And we're just chilling in the background, waiting for your turn to jump in, the side switch, and pretty decent trade if it scores a knockdown, and now we're starting to resume. But not working out, though.
Yeah, he didn't call anything this time. I wonder if that has a hit. What?
What?
Is she in the background? No, oh, no, she's still there. Okay.
What? That looked unsafe on hit if you did on the floor.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, this is an interesting game. That was a big chop right there.
And by the time you and I get used to it, it will be time for a new round.
Yeah. I don't know. How do you even figure that move out? That doesn't feel like a command normal. That's... Oh, okay.
Extremely violent throw animation. The fireball's coming out. We're just shooting them out of the hands right here. The cross up. Tiny little character. Look, tiny characters in fighting games, they're the best. They're the best. You can't hit them.
This character that he's playing now at the green pants is very Ryu energy. Like I seen a DP. He's playing the fireball game. That looks more like a tiger shot though. But regardless, I feel like this is probably like one of the easier characters to pick up. Damn, that was big damage.
It looks like every single one of these normals is doing big chunks of damage. DP misses. That's gonna whiff. Gotta watch out on that one. Fireball though. A couple more of those and we're in business. But you gotta watch out. That sweep.
So his DP actually has a little, like, he's got that Sakura type movement where he runs forward a little bit.
Yo, I saw a dive kick. Oh, not that it matters. The thumbs down. Yo, this game just has so much built-in disrespect. You can throw the downed character. The characters, they'll give you a thumbs down as a win quote. What do we do?
I don't know. Like, I feel like he wasn't... I need to understand the Dizzy. Well, probably not going to get a chance to now. But I need to understand the Dizzy system because I felt like that they were kind of going back and forth on blows, and he still got dizzy. Like, he wasn't getting, like, straight-bodied, but still got dizzy.
I wonder if it's like a counter hit thing or something.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do the numbers about, well, something happened. We just heard something happened in this room. People just popped off for something.
Oh, yeah. So I think it looks like we might actually get one more round in here. Got two more people stepping up pretty quick, and I mean, unless they can swap the games that quick, which, hey, it's the Mystery Tournament. They got this down to a science now.
As someone who was just in a pool, they are wizards. They are able to just jump in, and they'll swap it instantly. They'll know exactly what they're doing, so I guess it's a matter of just, Well, the interesting thing to me is, though, that they provide you, I think it's 3 controllers. I think maybe even 4. You come up there, you've got a fight stick, you've got... I think I've seen 3 controllers. You've got like a modern one, you've got one that's more like 16-bit era, and then you've got one that looks a little bit kind of like the middle ground. So I guess that does really cater to every kind of game. The pool that I was in had a racing game. One of those old arcade top-down ones, though, where you see the entire racetrack and then you can drive around it like that. Thankfully, I didn't. That was not my stage of the tournament, so I would have had to play that. Definitely would have lost. But it sounds like now I'm just going to be really nosy and see if I can lean around. And is it the same? It sounds like no, it is the same. Oh,
it is.
I'm cheating. I can see a production monitor just around that corner.
Right there, yeah. So we might get a chance to see a couple more characters in this game. I think so far. I forgot the flash kicking guy.
Chris.
I
remember that one.
They love Chris so far. They love Chris, but I'm trying to see if we can get another one. I think the other person that he played Larry. So Larry is the person with the fireballs, red standard character.
I think Remy is the one with like the musical moves and the shrinking. Wait, Larry
you can double
twice?
Larry?
You can double Larry?
All right. This guy said, you know what? I saw how simple this is. I'm going to run with it. Double Larry. Okay. You know what?
I'm not gonna lie. I got to give respect to the gamer tag there that we're picking like what looks like the angriest character, and the username is Kenshiro FGC.
Oh yeah, this guy like I can definitely tell he has that One Punch Man energy. Like he may not be like angry, but like when he does get mad, ooh.
There's too much Larry on the screen right now. I can see 3 Larrys.
3 Larrys and a Chris.
But what if Matoso loses and then chooses 2 Larrys? So we're gonna have. I'm seeing
4
double.
Larrys.
4 Larrys.
Oh.
With DP, punish it with a grab. Yeah, that's the I don't know this game special.
If you grab it, yeah.
If you at least know the grab, that's like that's a guaranteed punish right there.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be even more dangerous in Street Fighter 6, right? Because you got all the punish counter stuff. Oh, speaking of which, oh no, should have done a grab and done more damage.
Ooh. Yeah, man. Punish counters now make grabs so dangerous. So like double damage on that. It's insane. But hold on now. The crystals are still going. That's a decent amount of damage. I feel like the normals themselves, like a straight hit normal feels like it just does so much. Oh, try to Oki him right here.
Oh, too early on the jump. And now here comes Chris, who has become a bit of the main character on this block so far. Yo, the air projectile.
Okay.
Oh, that's just got like Benimaru energy.
Yeah,
like, I was
gonna say, yeah, coming through the air real quick,
Ooh.
And it worked.
I'm wondering if that whole thing has a hitbox on it, because that's pretty big. That a projectile?
It did like a very big. He is okay. Iori projectiles right here.
Oof.
Create a little separation. I feel like if this, well, you know what? You can definitely play the zoning fireball game. So I do like that big punch to push people away if that's the gameplay you want to play. The Tatsu in.
What? That was a delay and a half. That would catch it. I got hit by that. Absolutely.
100%. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was an overhead. I thought he was charging just a big punch. Now I get overhead into. Okay, he can still make this comeback though. Uh-oh.
The damage! Did you? That's got to be counter hit damage.
Yeah.
It's got to be counter hit damage.
That was like half of his 50% bar left.
Let's go, Larry.
Double Larry, man. Larry squared.
All right.
Moment of truth.
Larry returns.
Okay.
And then Chris. But not surprised. A little bit more knowledge there, and it's one of those important things, like the key of mystery game, in the, I suppose, fighting game sense, when you actually get a fighting game, fundamentals and the ability to just pick things up quickly is easily the most important factor.
Oh,
if you find a character and you can find a couple of special moves and a couple of good buttons, you're on your way.
So he has an air fireball, which you just found out, but it goes straight. So not really sure how good of an air fireball that is.
Test that instant air execution, perhaps.
Oh, true. Yeah, like King. Okay, like all right, it might actually be a pretty good air fireball if we can get that. Like a
maybe
Tiger
not
Knee
against
fireball.
another Larry. Larry might be too small. True. He might be too little. Oh wow! Dash in and even got the clones back there. So I guess maybe meter was used. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I haven't been looking down at the meter enough. Okay. Just wake up and do it again.
And the other Larry in the background was very excited for that one, saying, "Yep, that's what I would do."
Oh, I feel like that does go under fireballs though, but he was just too early. So as soon as he started his the ascent, he jumped right to it. Man, that move, that feels like one of the best moves of the game. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it.
Hey, not only is it massive and do big damage apparently, but it also seemed to trade out with the fireball. So we've seen 3 things that it can currently do, although the regular projectile goes under them, so you can't actually get rid of them, I suppose. There's the wake up DP, says get off me. Back to the range, I'm going to try and just create a little bit of damage, but look, the projectile game, at least for Larry, we've seen projectiles do more, but for him, only a little bit of damage. There's that throw, but when one Larry falls, another will take his place.
It's like twin brothers in here. Okay, ooh. Little back fist action. Now, I'm trying to look at the meter now to see when we lose a number.
Look at the size of that!
It really is just covering so much space. The fireball game, that's a...
Oh, God! 3 hits and like half life was gone. Oh!
Is there like... He's either getting a counter hit, there's like some level of like defensive rage in here, because that did not do nearly as much damage as the first one I saw. It's over though.
Oh, that's going to be a 1-1 situation there. And wait. Oh, I guess perhaps. Oh no, that wasn't a fist bump to end the set. That was just a good game there. So
how do you feel about mid-set fist bumps though?
You know what? I don't mind him. I don't mind him.
Not a fan.
Why?
I don't know. I just something about like let's finish this out, bro. Because like if you mid-set fist bump me and then pick like the lamest character in game 3, I'm like, bro, just
It just alters the mental game.
yeah,
It alters it too much.
It's like, he got me,
was
bro.
that disrespectful? Was that respectful? I can't tell the difference. Can't tell the difference.
He's like,
we've had
you
a character
forced my hand.
change. Wait, a complete character change. There's no more Larry on the side of Kenshiro.
Oh yeah, he swapped it all the way up. Now I want to know what this character does. He looks cool. He's got the I see him like holding the blade, so I'm sure that one of his specials has something to do with that. I saw some type of lightning ground.
Do
punch.
those things on the ground? He turns himself into a flame wheel. Oh, and he's mad. Every character in this game just seems so angry.
You know what? Like I don't know. Yeah, I want to know what they're fighting about. Like, is there any type of lore in this game? Like, or did they just decide we're just gonna make a fighting game? Like, no lore, no nothing. Larry doesn't know Chris, and Chris doesn't know anybody else in here.
Oh, what? My.
All right, that had to be meter. That was definitely meter.
Oh, a projectile scoring a knockdown. I mean, if you're able to get a knockdown from a projectile, it seems to give him a lot of plus frames to work with, but whether we know what to do with those plus frames is an entirely different story. Yo, look at that grab animation.
That grab animation is good. I do think that there's something like you get a little more like defense near the end of your life though, because the first grab did like half his life and the second grab did like 20% of what he had left. So
looked like there was a pretty fast projectile there potentially. Ooh. Cheeky little low, and then a second one for the knockdown, anti-air, and that button did in fact work, so food for thought. However, if there's a character that can jump in and do stuff, looks like it's Chris.
Yeah, Chris definitely seems like he has a very safe entry. What? Okay.
You're the combo? All right. I see you.
Like the fake demon flipped in there, basically. Oh. Okay, trying to get out the corner. Chris seems like he has very long-reaching buttons too, man. Like that sweep is out there.
It's going to be match point on both sides. Oh, it's the Chris on the opposite end. Is going in with this character going to work out, though? You get a good amount of damage. Half-life, trading it, though, you put yourself in the corner. Not that it really matters at the moment, as now... oh, my God, we're
I think he's learned.
Back.
He's seen. He was like, wait, this move is godlike.
Actually, with the health that Kenshiro has, one of them might actually send him out into loser's bracket. You have to block for your life. Oh!
Okay. Block right here. The cross-up?
Still alive.
Oh!
Forget I said anything. The stun. And that's like you said. We're used to stun being like aggressive momentum. But here it just feels like you could be having the most basic match ever. You get hit twice. And then here come the little stars around the head, you know. I don't know how it works.
That cross-up was gross, too. Like, it hit in front, but he landed behind him. Like, that's some good cross-up right there. I think that might be the last time we see that game. It's like they're about to swap over, but hey, that was groove on fight. How did you guys feel about it? Let me get a 1 to 10s in chat, bro. 1 out of 10 as far as your rating on this game.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I'd give that a solid 8. I definitely want to try it.
That's the best kind of experience for mystery game, though, is if there was a game that you're not particularly sure about, but then you play it and it's sick. Cyberbots was that in the last pool that we had. Like, it's the kind of game that, obviously, if you have the Capcom collection, you would have seen it at least on there.
Right.
But I'd seen nothing of it. I merely knew of its existence. You play your match, and you're like, yo, this game is sick. This game is...
Every time.
You want to go home, and the first thing you're going to do is like, right, I'm going to learn how to play this now.
Oh, yeah. That's actually how I got into Rumblefish.
Yeah.
Rumblefish because I watched one of them here, and I was like, hey, this game looks kind of nice. So, but we're going to go ahead and find out more about which game is going to be played pretty soon, right after this commercial break. Guys, don't go anywhere. Mr. Game at Combo Breaker 2023 will be right back. Welcome back, guys, to Combo Breaker's Mystery Tournament. And as I said, we will be getting to another game, and we kind of got like a slight sneak peek of it. Can't fully tell. We were trying. I saw Acclaim, who I think must have been the publisher. And if it's Acclaim, it could be, Battle Monsters. Okay, it did say Battle. Okay,
right.
Battle Monsters.
Battle Monsters.
That's what we're on. Okay. So it was
I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of it. Not once.
But I'm sure, as always, someone, or maybe more, in chat will know. But we're about to find out. Yo, look at that heavy metal title screen.
Okay, so we got a game starting a versus. I don't even know if this is fully a fighting game yet, just because of that. Like, what the? Okay, no, it's a fight game.
Oh,
this is very Killer Instinct-ish. Street Fighter the movie-ish. Was that? Is that Frank? That's just
Death Mask. Scythe?
That's just Frankenstein or Michael Myers, bro. Okay.
Absolutely. All right, so look, I think we're in for a treat.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the realism on that hand holding the cards. Oh God, look. I'm a Mortal Kombat guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of these games that came out back in the day.
What the?
Platforms!
Oh.
Yo, Mortal Kombat meets platform fighters? This commentary block was meant to be!
It was our time. I mean, they're
Look
getting
at
this
his
jump
jump.
animation is so
Look at his
ugly, bro.
Oh my God! Oh my God! And I guess the health is the candlesticks?
It seems so. Looking down, the
Look at
UI
that
of this
right
is
kick.
actually distract like the well. Okay, that's Smash like. You got the health at the bottom now, but it just looks so weird.
But
Oh.
I wonder what purpose the platforms will serve. We will find out. Maybe there are some characters that, if they've got really good vertical movement, perhaps.
Yeah, I definitely got to figure out what they're doing because I mean, we're jumping. That was a good mix up of the jump by using that platform.
Yo,
Ooh.
one single kick and we see buckets of blood. What if this game has finishing moves? Obviously, no one will do them because no one's going to know.
No one's gonna know. Yeah.
Death Mask wins and it times your KO.
Dude, Death Mask, like, I feel like he must be just using all heavy buttons because that took like 2 candles away from that last hit.
He's kind of a mixture between Michael Myers and then like Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, like it's what inspiration?
I've already become totally desensitized to that jump animation. And I'm now focusing on every other animation.
All right, here we go. I'm looking at the Scythe's animation too, who, by the way, Scythe. That's his name. Never mind. So maybe there's a projectile in here and it's like a Scythe or has a long-reaching normal or something. But
You always get the impression, and we're kind of seeing it in action, if there are jump attacks that cover a good amount of range and are just super active all the way through, you kind of get the idea they're going to be strong in this. Because you're covering so much. That jump kick is like the mana okay. Okay, mana. Thank you for telling us.
okay, that has to be the super.
I think they're trying to do the different.
I could definitely
inputs.
see the downfall. They're like, all right, man, it's got to be one of these, right? Death Mask wins, or actually loses.
All right,
wins.
now Morph in an opportunity now. She can choose a different character, of course. And I wonder if that is going to be the one, or whether we're just going to go straight into Scythe, I think, if I remember right. Oh, but we're going to have to get used to these characters. Who would you play in this? This is a varied roster right here.
There was the one human. Looks like, I don't know, he's got to have some sauce.
A game like this, and you would pick the one human.
I had to pick the one. Like, I don't know, it's like the Chris Redfield of the game somehow. I don't know.
Regular,
like,
ordinary dude.
and he just slaps it up.
That's Ryu in Marvel, isn't it?
Pretty much. Here we go. Albiol.
All right, faster
Albiole.
buttons perhaps. Morph. This change might have been a little bit more beneficial. Platforms, the clouds could potentially be platforms. Yeah, they are, but they're transparent, you see.
This is like, so Albiol has got to be like a poltergeist of some type, of some sort. So that seems like that'd be a decent low.
How high can we go? Yo, that projectile covers
If
the
it
whole
would have
screen.
hit though, like, can you hit people in the air? We haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I think if we can get good vertical movement, Morph has real potential to start going for that projectile game. Because to be fair, West has been doing so many effective jump-ins in the first game. If you're able to cover that sort of diagonal angle, I imagine that's a pretty effective way to shut it down. But again, different stage will probably change the approach as well. And of all the games to learn on the fly, this kind of game is going to be one of the trickiest because there's so much visual stuff here where you know you're supposed to be doing stuff, but you don't know what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what we're seeing here. I haven't seen a single DP, by the way, too, so I don't even know if that exists in this game. Yeah, slap. Okay.
That projectile looked potentially unsafe on hit as the Death Mask slap was able to catch it. Mana okay once again. Are we going to see a super move? How do you do super moves?
What do we get here? Yeah, I mean, like, it's gone. Wait, what is that bar at the bottom? Because it's moving.
I'm not gonna lie, I've got no idea.
What is that?
It whiffed! It was point blank and that button whiffed!
Oh, no.
Projectiles, gotta watch out for those jump-ins.
Okay.
Even more of it. He's just, swinging! Stuck in the floor?
What? That had to be a special. Oh, that was a super or something. That did so much damage. Also had a good animation. All right.
They gotta be some thick clouds.
Oh, yeah.
That you can get stuck in them like that.
Well, that worked in nothing.
Trying to go in for teleports here. There's just going to be so much trying to figure it out on the fly. Morph, she's done a good job so far. Nice sound effect.
It will hit in the sky now, though. Okay, figure that out. Fireball did hit.
And it's going to be West, though, currently on match point. Only needs one more round to move on to the next and go into a fresh new game. Put the past behind you, which will be battle monsters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like, how do you even follow this up, man? This is, I feel like they finally found the light buttons, because that slap's got to be a light.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the speed of that electric.
Okay.
All right, so here's the thing. Opportunity to change. Are we gonna go Death Mask all the way? Because I don't feel like there's been a huge amount of actual learning of the moves.
Right.
There's been a lot of normals and buttons. So this is a risk, right? Are you going to go with something that you at least know what button does what? But how much are those buttons going to help you? Could there be a new character which just has this one miracle move?
He's going to try it. Regular human. I also saw the guy like the Headless Pharaoh up there. I think I would play him too. But he's going to try the regular human, whose button's probably not nearly as good as Frankenstein's or Death Mask. Death Mask seemed to have one of the greatest jump-ins in the game, at least to my knowledge.
Wait, this stage looks a lot more standard.
Yeah.
I can't see any platforms.
Yeah, there's, unless this middle one is like actually in the foreground, it doesn't feel like it though. Might
Defensive low pokes here, just trying to create a little bit of space. I see a forward roll of some sorts. I don't know what that was.
Can you not hit her because she's a ghost? Like, those were lows that were just whiffing point blank. Don't tell me that's in the game. Lows don't work on the ghost.
I'm just seeing a lot of whiffing in situations that it possibly shouldn't. But just crouching, a lot of highs just going completely over. The mana okay, as we are once again reminded. Oh, big projectile, and now we create the range. But a straight projectile like this on a flat stage when we're not jumping on platforms, so much better for Morph, and putting it to good use. Machine gun, and recovers in time to not get jumped in on.
Yeah, that, man. This Shion's jump arc seems, well, jump arcs in this game just in general, seem very high. He jumped over a fireball, and there was still enough time for Abiel to throw another fireball before he landed. So that's checkmate.
That's Morph finds herself on match point. This character change has definitely been the one. Yo, the sword, the big scimitar. All right, maybe we'll get to see that again.
Did he use it? Oh man, that must have been a quick flash of that one. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I saw startup frames, but I think it got beat.
All right, he's got to figure out a way in here. Abiel is willing to play the range game. Zoning for sure. We got all the way in this corner. It's probably going to try to warp out maybe. Oh, nope. It's going to fight their way out.
Going to just completely jump over there. I would mention put yourself in the corner, but in this game, who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter too much. This guy punches so high. Like, wow. I don't even feel like she has to duck.
Those defense. Oh, my good lord.
Smart switch.
But I talk about some low pokes than out of nowhere. Big projectile, which I guess actually how she won the second game there too. The projectile out of nowhere, and then before you know it, moving on to the next game, and in Morph's case now, the next round of the tournament for a fresh new game. Yeah. So where do we go from here?
Weird game for sure, but we're going to get probably at least one more or two more rounds of that. That was, for so far, Abiel's the best character in the game, only because she's
highest success rate.
Yep. So that's why I'm going to go off of it, but maybe we'll get. Maybe we'll get some more data here as these two new competitors step up to get right back into it. I hope we get more different characters because, you know, we were stuck with, what, all Chris? All Larry.
It was Chris first, swiftly overtaken by Larry with a sprinkling of Chris.
Yeah. So we need some character diversity in here as these guys get set up on stage for our next set of players to go into it.
I'm just excited to see who they pick.
Yeah.
As unusual as this game looks, it's got a pretty big roster of everyone looking pretty different. So here we go. Fangor maybe selected. Okay. And then, ooh, Serpent character.
Okay, Fangor and Naga. That's what it looks like. That's what we have there.
I'm excited. We're going to find out some new stuff. Look at it. Look at that.
Some good artwork. It's like a tarot card game.
Right. New stage as well. A cave system and some platforms. I definitely bet you can jump on that right platform.
That looks like, yeah, those look like, oh, here we go. Yep, there it is. There's another one higher.
Yeah, Fangor takes his bones off and uses them as weapons. Look at that. The rib cage just opens.
That should have like an ammo system. You only have but so many ribs.
All right, so far I've seen a decent reaching low light, a projectile, and what looked like it could have been a DP of some sort. Haven't had a chance to see anything from Alex Pye so far, though. This is that early, that first round discovery period. What are the special moves? The second you find even one, you're off to at least some kind of good start. But your opponent, Jinsan, I mean, we've already seen a little bit more moves used, right? And that means so much in this first game because it's like, I'm already behind.
Fangor seems like he has a pretty solid kit right now.
Just nice and basic.
Yeah, just a fireball. I got a long reach normal, and I got a pretty good aerial. That's going to win you. Hey, that's what we said about the fighting games and mystery game tournament. If you have good fundamentals, or you at least can pick it up real quick, you can go a long way.
It kind of looks like they've just approached this game with different elements for the character designs. You've got some characters that are, you know, obviously a very altered version of motion capture. And then other characters a bit more otherworldly, perhaps. Looks a bit like, you know, sort of like a puppet or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice, interesting way. It was a different time back then.
There's a little bit of this. That's got to be a DP, and it's definitely doing some work. There's actually stage hazards too. The little stalagmites that you can hit those and like they actually drop. So that's cool. But regardless, Fangor, that character looks nice.
He just looks like he's got a nice standard kit, which I think for a game like this seems pretty important. You know, if you're able to jump into a game where no one really knows what it is, look. We could take the entire. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. We could take the entire attendance list of Combo Breaker 2023. Would we find a single person that knows how to play this game?
I think.
Is there at least one?
It'd be one, but it would not be more than like 3. I know that much. This is deep in the depths of games right here.
That character looks kind of tight. Makar Yudo?
Makar Yudo?
I can't read, apparently. I think it is Makar Yudo.
Something wrong with the controller up here. I think we're trying to figure that out. Is that a Sega Genesis controller?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that was a Sega
It would
game.
make sense. I saw Acclaim. I know Acclaim were pretty big players back in the 16-bit era for various console, either ports or... It's a Saturn game?
It's a Saturn game, okay.
Thank you for production for letting us know.
I remember because I saw the 6 buttons. I remember when Genesis came out, they went from the 3 to the 6, which was like mind-blowing. But yeah, the Sega Saturn, one of those systems really didn't get that much shine, but had some pretty nice gems on it. I think I remember playing a lot of Virtua Fighter 2 on that.
I was in a situation growing up where I didn't know a single person that had one. I think there's quite a few consoles like that. You know, Atari Jaguar is another one that comes to mind, where you know they existed, but you didn't know anyone. Yeah, my first console was the Amiga with the floppy disks.
Oh man,
that was an experience as a kid who it says refer to the code book on this digit, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I got no idea.
I'm pretty sure mine was Super Nintendo, even though we were born we came out like the same year, so I just happened to have it. But yeah, not Super Nintendo, Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh, NES.
Yeah.
Love it. Shouts to Blaster Master. But look, new stage then. We've got 2 giant hands. Now, I'm wondering about some of these stages. Like, does some of these stages not have a floor? Does this stage have a floor?
It looks like you could... okay.
Oh, okay. Look, the second I saw the fall, I was like, is that going to be the end of the round? Apparently not. Apparently not. This universe is different to ours.
At the very least, maybe take a little damage for that, but that's funny. Like, now you got that's true mix. Up, down mix. Oh, nice little combo.
Jinsan, the Fangor pick, has been the one so far, and looking pretty comfortable. 1 round's going to do it, and you'll move straight on. Alex sort of back against the corner in this position.
Yeah, I think Alex probably saw that last game from Morph and was like, oh, this Abiel character is pretty good.
Look at the recovery on those buttons.
Fangor is really doing it up.
He's swinging. Oh.
Yo, okay. Some juggles.
And that's a lot of damage dealt already. Speaking of which, though, the instant turnaround there for the Albiol. Is it going to be enough, though, to get around on the board and maybe even bring us into a final game? Because so far, this Fangor's been looking pretty interesting. I mean, good enough, right? To just get through this first phase.
Ooh. Damage added up, though. Almost an even game. Now pretty much an even game.
With how jump happy Fangor has been so far, it's no wonder the Alex is... Oh!
Oh my God! Almost got the long confirm right there.
Oh, and that's going to do it. The next round for Jinsan is in sight.
Oh, man, I really wish that hit. Like, through the ground. It catches him on the next hand with his probably would have actually hit him with the DP, but just went for an aerial.
I'm not gonna lie, mate. I got caught off guard by that first drop down.
Oh, me too.
That was gonna go one of two ways. That was gonna be either damage or like you appear and you start flashing a bit and then you go back, or you fall off and the round was just over. Now, all right. So I can see Morph again, which is gonna mean we're on our next round of winners.
Oh yeah.
Which means we're gonna get a new game.
All right. Yeah,
What's it gonna be?
Morph has been holding it down here on this side of the stream of just combo breaker. We see nothing but W's from her right now. So hopefully we get to see another one, but we do get to see it in a different game.
I'm just gonna be really nosy again.
Yeah, I'm trying to look too.
I've just got one eye. I've got one eye on a monitor where there's a small little chance to see the game. But a good tournament so far. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank everyone that is just responsible for making Combo Breaker happen. It's a wonderful event every single year, and it's always a pleasure to be back. I'm sure you feel the same, right? I mean, it's just a chance for the scene to come together and celebrate fighting games, which in the spirit of that really is what Mystery Game is all about. That's why there's so many of them. Also,
like, just in general, from all the tournaments I've been throughout the years of being in this, like, esports stuff, easily the best top 8s. Like, every time. I'm like screaming my head off, losing my voice. It's just a great time, especially on Sunday. You know, you get all the, like, the happening games, GGST, Tekken 7, all that's going to be finishing main stage. It's going to be a good time. So definitely don't miss out on as much action as you want. If you don't know where to watch, go to combobreaker.com. They will point you in the direction of what game you want to watch. And yeah, just keep on up. Keep on hanging out with us.
I'm very excited for later on, as it will be Mortal Kombat 11 top 8.
Nice.
A chance to sort of see who's still looking strong, because you know we're now finally in that element where it's a mere few months until the next competitive chapter appears with Mortal Kombat 1. So
yeah.
these last few tournaments, you know, the Combo Breaker and the Evo, the last hurrah, I suppose, and a chance to see who's going to have really the most momentum.
I always wonder how people feel about that too, because like, I see that the Street Fighter V entrants weren't that high here, and I assumed that, you know, they're like, all right, I'm just going to play 6, but shouldn't it feel like kind of good to be like the last winner of the last tournament?
I think it just depends on the player's own value system.
True.
Sorry to interrupt, and I don't even know if you can hear this. We could hear some kind of intro, and we heard the PlayStation intro sound as well.
Okay.
So this is some... What is it? Ballerina Toshinden, let's go! Yes! I say that like I know the game. I don't, but I'm very nostalgic to it.
I know the name, and I've definitely seen it. Wouldn't say I'm like super versed in it, but I do know some of these characters.
Battle Arena Toshinden, I mean, it's synonymous with the Sony PlayStation.
Right.
You know, it's a fighting game franchise that was right there alongside it, as far as I'm aware, the entire time. The big thing about the older Toshinden games, it changed significantly with 4, which made it was a very different feeling game. It was still 3D. The first 3, it's a different kind of experience, because you look at it like here, right? And it's very much 3D weapon fighter.
Right.
But because it was such an early entrant to the series, quite stiff. And it kind of, yeah, right there. Single hitting moves and individual moves that can do a lot of damage.
Goodbye.
Watch out! There are ring outs in this game. There are ring outs. I forgot to mention this game does have ring outs, and that's going to be a swift first round.
Is that it? Oh, okay.
All right. Okay.
I was like, not a best of 1.
I got confused there, because if I'm not mistaken, my first Toshinden was 3, and that cinematic kind of win pose happened at the end of the game. Overdrive mode has been activated, and the ring out on block. Morph, she knew what moves she wanted to use, and it has just been a matter of rinse, repeat, until you're now going to show me that you can stop it.
Morph plays this game. And also, the damage in this game is absolutely insane. Like, it was like jump in into like even like a light, and that was still like 25% of your health.
It's kind of a hallmark of some of these early games, though, that aren't...
How much damage?
Like, for all I know, that there is an element where there are combos that can be done. All of these old beloved fighting games will have people that grind them and push them to the limit.
This is who I remember. That move specifically is what I remember. Oh, no.
There was a character with a big scythe, and he had a really broken backdash. I think he was in 3, though. I can't remember if he was in 2. But now this has already been a little bit more beneficial. A little bit of the low pokes. And screen positioning seems to be pretty important with these moves having as much pushback as they do. Speaking of which...
there's got to be at least one character that has like a really good like flip over me move. to kind of reverse a ring out. Okay, hold on. Slowly crawling in.
Toshinden's music has always been right up there. It's so good.
That fireball does not go as far as you would like it. I mean, that's more of a yoga flame, I guess.
Pretty easy to watch out! Watch out! Oh no!
Oh!
He's so close to getting away, and then he says, "Enough of this." Gaia says, "Enough of this. I'm just gonna kick you off the stage." And now more for Swift match point. This has been a fast series so far.
And as you said, I mean, you know, it really does feel like stage positioning really matters, because like he ended up putting himself near the ring once, and then Morph is just like, all right, I can just harass with buttons until you get hit and just slide out. All right, hold up. All right, it's pretty good chip damage in this game too. They both have overdrive. I don't know what that does yet, but hopefully we find out.
I'm not sure myself, but we are seeing a lot of damage being dealt in that state, so could be related to that. Sorry to all the Battle Arena Toshinden fans probably pulling your hair out at that, saying, "It's this, how can you not know?" But what we do know is that Morph, again, has moved on to this next round.
Yeah, GG's. Wait. Oh, first three, okay.
First to... there's... Okay.
To be fair, this is a fast game.
Yeah, it is.
like we're having that, you know, they're having that first to two or first to three argument already with Street Fighter. Well, this one is definitely a first to three.
Already established.
Yeah, already established.
The rules were written long ago. I want to say thanks, production, for letting us know really in record time. Every time we're like, is this a thing? I've got to say, frame one, production's like, yes or no.
Yeah. So we got Duke, who is basically Siegfried.
Oh, he's flipping around. He's going mental. They've both got a big sword. Oh. All right, so we're just going to be swinging out some buttons so far. And a little bit of damage dealt out there. Now, this screen positioning is where things get a bit worrisome, because we've seen that ring outs can be quite potent. Watch out with that running move. Don't run off the ledge.
I genuinely feel like this guy or Duke should have like a just far-reaching like stab normal that probably just needs to be found and could just kind of cheese out the game like that. Look like we might actually get a W here. Oh! Okay.
Well, there wasn't a long-range stab, but it was certainly a vertical slash.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's been the current button of dreams. But that's what these kind of games bring, right? Is that you got to look for just one or two usable buttons. You've only got one series, 2 games, 3 games in this case now. That's not a lot of time to put together a game plan. You just need to find a couple of good buttons and just build a game plan around that.
Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, as I said, you're not going to find all the advanced techniques like that unless you've already been playing this game, to which then, like, wow, you know, but here we go.
Well, the Duke has certainly looked like a better character choice so far. Sylvester's a pretty large mountain to climb, you know, having to pull off that reverse sweep, but if you've got a character that you're starting to feel a lot more comfortable with, I'm getting nervous seeing the running move near the ring out.
Like, I don't know what that, like, animation was to get away from the corner, but it worked. However, Duke still got a solid lead here.
Run in with a big stab. That's how we do it. Watch out on the whiffs, though. 2 hits, and that's going to do almost enough. Just a little bit more there. Is that punishable? Oh, there's a final hit. I definitely got hit by that. The whiff.
Okay. Quick one right there. So, yeah, it seems like that running move is like, it has an overhead and has a slide. That seems to be the 50-50 on that one. And, well, yeah, Sylvester was able to make that happen with Duke.
Here's the question. Is it going to be enough? Because that's now... There's still 2 games to play around with.
Right.
You know, Morph is in a situation where she'd won the first 2. You got plenty of games left. Character change, perhaps?
So Kayan
didn't hesitate, though. This is why I'm thinking, like, is there... To not hesitate and go straight to another character and not think about it? Like, is there some prior knowledge here?
Like, didn't shop around or nothing. I'm going straight to Kayan.
But I can't help but get the impression that that might be a thing with Morph, that with the exception of the last game, Battle Monsters, there's been something which just feels like it's a bit more than most would know. There's the roll. I forgot this game does have sort of, not necessarily side steps, but side rolls.
So you can position a little better, trying to put somebody out, but did not work out. Duke has just been running Kayan down. All right, a little standard fireball here.
That's going to help at least at the mid-range. Well, if the character shoots it in the right direction.
Yeah. Who's over there? All right.
Not a bad move, though, because the running charge, that's kind of been the bane of Morph's game so far, and being able to shut it down at mid-range could work better than most, so that's a good start right here.
Oh.
Watch out!
Oh, just barely. All right, he's going to run. Yeah, jump away from the corner. At that point in time, you know, you can actually just jump straight out this ring.
I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed with the tracking on that thing. It keeps looking like it's just gonna miss halfway through, and it does not. The trades with the charge, and that could be a really big opportunity. How on earth did that ring out? Match point.
The strongest sweep I've ever seen.
It just gravitated the character to the end of the stage. Match point, though. One more of those, and we're in business. There's the block now. Yeah, the next question is there a punish? What is it?
Okay, gonna roll out of it. Oh, you're getting close to that. Oh, the roll on. Morph has a plan. It's to, you know, get over here and then roll behind you to try to make this ring out happen. Seems like Duke is now catching on to that. Trying to stay more center stage.
I love how I complimented that move's tracking, and then the next time we see it, he just runs completely in the wrong direction. Oh, no! The ring out comes out for a second time. One round apiece here. The ring out has been the MVP.
It really has.
Far.
And it's also funny that they don't, like, go into, like, the abyss. It's like, you can still see them down there. Kane's just laying on the ground in the abyss.
They're just like, mate, there's another round to go. Can you get me a ladder?
Yeah.
Or a trampoline, perhaps.
Something, please. Okay, so the roll away from the fireball, effective looking.
All right, there's the patience. We're learning on the fly.
Ooh.
What is... You learn on the fly, and then a brand new move comes out of nowhere. That's the mystery game element right here.
I was like, when is the camera going to fix right here? That's a terrible camera angle for Duke.
A good chunk of damage. Needs a little bit more of that. The charge is going to connect. It's not going to do a ton on its own, but we've got to watch out. The ring out becomes a threat.
Whoa,
the backwards jump.
Okay. We're rolling away. Is there a way to roll while you're on the ground?
You got to watch how you wake up. Any kind of back roll or whatever else. Oh!
Uh-oh.
I'm so nervous watching this.
Oh! Legitimately just split his head in half with that one. And Morph, Morph's going to be on her tournament life here on the winner side of things at the very least.
A frustrating way for a game to end, and that's... I think it's what ring outs can provide a match, especially in a setting like this, because for me, it's one of the most stressful positions. And it's been another character, 3 different character changes.
This guy's name is Rungo. All right.
I recognize him from 3. I definitely recognize him from 3. Is he the one with the club?
Oh.
He is the one with the club.
Oh,
my memory
man.
isn't terrible. All right.
Oh, yeah, he looks like he does just oh!
Oh, here we go. But again, this is what I'm saying, Breezy. No hesitation to the character change and instantly doing the moves. So this has been at right. It's time to bring out the Rungo.
Rungo, yeah, seems like a real issue right now. At the very least, at the beginning of this. Duke already down to, honestly, what it feels like 2 or 1. Honestly, probably get 1 good hit. But I'm going to say 2 hits right now.
I got to give props to Sylvester to bring it back the way Sylvester currently has. And has been fighting every step of the way. The character change has clearly worked out. Watch out for the whiff, though. Making a comeback. The recovery. 3 low pokes in a row. The 4th. Going in for the charge and not even a trade. Catching it and now match point. The reverse sweep is 1 round away from finishing.
On the way. Now, the other thing, too, I've noticed that I don't think there's a grab in this game. And if there is, no one knows how to do it.
Not gonna lie, man, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't.
It's been a long time.
All right. So, getting in to the second round. Last game here. Whoever wins this will be moving on the winner side of things. Okay, nice low poke. That sweep did not do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Ooh.
It's just been avoiding that. Blocking off the screen there. Thank you, Rungo.
Okay, so
it's been avoiding that magic range that Sylvester's been playing out. That Morph's been having a hard time with that. Whiffs it, and that's big damage. Back against the wall. Can we hope for maybe a ring out in some sort of a possibility there? Knocking him to one side. That's a good start.
Oh, no.
Oh, the rolling far back and ring out just for good measure. But the reverse sweep was real, and those ring outs were a pain in the backside.
Definitely. And I feel like Rungo, Morph just was continuously throwing out that Rungo, I guess, fireball. Like the projectile, it didn't look that good. It didn't look that good.
It was one of those classic moments that whenever she went for that ground pound style move, it almost felt like frame 1 Sylvester had jumped.
It was already in the sky,
yeah. And that's the worst. When you finally throw a projectile and it just feels like they're a computer reading the inputs.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, really? We sat here for 5 seconds and nothing happened, and at the moment I've done it, you jump. Like, frustrating. But all the props in the world to Sylvester for making a comeback the way they were able to do so, because it's a stressful situation in the first place. The added games to work with. I mean, maybe that's why it was 3 out of 5, because the ring outs being as potent as they were.
Yeah, I feel like that could have went. Like, with someone who knew that game and could force you to the edge, that probably would have been done in like 2 minutes if it was a 2 out of 3. So, all right.
Well, I've just been informed by production. It's time for us to run a quick ad break. When we return, Mystery Games will continue. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Got mixed up there for a moment.
Yeah.
We both just got mixed up hard. Welcome back to our latest block of the Mystery Game Tournament here for Combo Breaker 2023, where they're starting to heat up. We are entering that stage now where people want to make it out of pools.
Yep.
And we're not too many stages away in this pool to make it out on either side.
Yeah.
People want those burritos.
I think we're getting...
And that's one of the big ones. People want that burrito.
They definitely want that burrito. I'm pretty sure we're getting right back to the same... Or not, maybe?
Okay. If it looks like an old PlayStation 1 intro, it's probably Toshinden.
Okay, yeah,
We're probably
yeah.
still on Toshinden. So for those that might have just joined us, the latest game is Battle Arena Toshinden 2 for the PlayStation. And we did just see a rather intense back and forth, actually.
Oh, that's them.
Morph versus Sylvester, if I'm correct, and it was a reverse sweep made by Sylvester. A change to Duke, and a lot of ring outs.
I did get to see the whole like intro over there, and there's a character in here named Tracy that I want to see someone play. They probably won't. She looks fun though.
Now, Sophia, if I remember correctly, this is a character with a whip.
Okay.
Which you would normally assume that just means some sort of range.
Right.
But we shall see how that applies here. I do fondly remember Battle Arena Toshinden 3, but it has been a hot minute since I played it. But that looked like it had some range, and so did that. Okay, I could have said nothing. I could have pretended. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, this is the whip is whipping. It doesn't feel like it's as long as I would kind of think a whip would look like, because I feel like Duke's sword almost parallels it. But hey, it's hitting. And that is a very good low.
Oh, and 3D hitboxes. You jump behind Gaia right as he's swinging it, and it hits you regardless. Now, this is an element that we're seeing already so far. Range, but not necessarily damage. When Sophia's been landing stuff, it's been, sure, whatever. When Gaia's been landing stuff, it's a very different story. That's a high damage button, so we'll probably see a little bit more of that. Watch out for the jump-ins, though.
That kick, the over the head. Uh-oh. Last hit.
Oh, the active frames. Gonna get you.
That was I feel like I think that's been the jump in of choice too, right there for Gaia. So very good attack. Has the sword just kind of hanging out as he's coming to bring himself down. So, all right, Sophia though, as you say, haven't really seen. Wow. Okay, so Jesus.
I was just sitting there waiting to see how much damage it did.
Yeah,
I was just waiting.
So it does seem like Sophia does have like the good range, but the damage just like I haven't seen a big hit like the way the guy is delivering justice right now.
They're both playing the game in a very, very similar way, and swift game one.
Dude, that
jump on the side of Jin-san, but this brings us back into the mystery game meta, right?
Right.
Where look, there's always a chance that the game rolls around in the next round, someone knows it. Most of the time, that doesn't happen. So when it doesn't, it goes back to the find the good moves, even if it's one good move.
Right.
That can be enough sometimes. And here, it's single hitting attacks. The Gaia has been a good pick so far because it's just been a mixture of range and damage. And I mean, look, it's just the range is pretty effective there. Looks like a low slash. Don't know if it actually hits as a low. But either way.
Okay, that was definitely like a crouch fierce slash right there. But yeah, he is whatever this move is right here, which it was doing the work. Like a riposte-esque slash right there with kind of the quick step back and then a big lunge. That was big damage. And that was almost all off that what looks like kind of like a standing medium.
As they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Until your opponent's able to show you that they're able to do something about these buttons, whether it's they find a button of their own, whether they, I don't know, they jump over it or something, you got no reason to stop.
Got to do something, yeah, because that, oh, whoa. Ooh, that little
Okay.
three-piece.
More of that, please. Big
Okay.
jump in.
That jump into choice right there has been working out too. Oh, the two-piece though is going to take it. That means Jinsan is going to be up 2-0 now, all on the Gaia. What the?
That's disrespectful.
Is he?
He's just chilling. He's like, I'm tired now. I am done with you. I'm going to sit down.
It looked like he was calling the Dragon Sword. He was playing the flute.
Hey, I tell you, this is a significantly faster set than our first one.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. They were. Well, well, we'll see because currently we're at 2-0 and it did become a reverse 3-0. So maybe he can figure something out in this game. But it's figuring out that move. But I just saw him duck it.
In the last series we saw with Sylvester found a couple of buttons and then the charge. And it was being used kind of straight away. We haven't seen that same level of on-the-spot adaptation yet, and we are entering dangerous ring-out territory. Watch out! Don't get knocked off there, sir! Oh my god!
I can't believe that.
Oh! Tripped over his shoelaces.
Oh no!
He hasn't got any shoelaces.
With seeing the way that one sweep knocked him out the ring, I'm actually surprised Gaia didn't fall out the ring in that
I was
time.
thoroughly expecting Jin-san to be the one that fell off there. But match point for the Gaia, looking real strong. And I was wondering if we were going to see another ring out here. Oof.
Okay, low poke definitely seemed to be doing some work here. But right back to the game plan.
Danger territory, drawing close. Ooh. Nice little knockdown. That three-piece in the last game that we've seen again. Wake up jump, and one more hit's going to do it.
Oh, man.
The swiftest of swift pokes is going to put Jin-san comfortably into that next round now.
Yeah, the wake up jump into the 3-hit combo to one extra poke right at the end is going to go ahead and finish that thing off. So, wow. Gaia seems like a pretty good character. I will say that.
And I don't know if it has any relevance, but whenever I do watch clips of people playing old Battle Arena Toshinden, or obviously it is a game that has got some dedicated players. I've been messaged by them in the past, and I think it's just curiosity trying to find out who plays it. I see Gaia a lot, and I'm going to assume it's because he's quite good. Now, complete transparency once again, folks. I am pretty sure we are seeing the games being swapped again. So, new round, new game, and now we've had a fair few matches, a good chance that we might start to see some players make it out of their pools into that sort of top 64-ish territory.
Are they getting the Chipotle coupons over here for making it out of pools too?
They are.
All right. Yeah, gotta play for the food, man.
I was one game away from getting a coupon, and I didn't get it.
Sorry for reminding you.
It's fine. I got it in Primal Rage yesterday.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I haven't spent it yet either.
I need to see. I don't think I would have got one in any game in here. Well, maybe Smash, but definitely not Tekken. I think I was going to go like a solid 1-2 or 2-2 on that. But it's all about the fun that you get to have here. That's why I like Combo Breaker. Even if you're losing, you're still having a great time.
Speaking of a great time, is this next game going to provide one? Because again, we're just going to do that thing where I'm just going to lean at the back there and just have a quick look. Yeah. I can't see anything. They're still doing setup. We have no hints.
We're definitely trying to peep and see what they're bringing up next year. But as of right now,
we're professional. I promise. It's fine.
I just see a it looks like a debug screen, to be honest. But oh, true. Yeah. So they're setting it up.
Oh, we're calling up opponents, perhaps either that, or we're calling up someone for help. We're just gonna give you a live insight as to what's going on at the moment. But yeah, we've gone through tons and tons of games now. Many of the players in these pools will now sadly be eliminated from it. But those that remain, we're in that point now where you get that free coupon, move on to the next stage of the tournament where the chaos continues.
Chad, if you had a favorite, I don't know how long y'all been sitting here, but if you have been sitting here for a while, do you have a favorite game that you've seen so far that you have not seen before? You know, I know that there's a lot of people who probably have their die-hard game that they were happy to see, but I'm talking about a game you haven't seen before or not well versed in. You have one of those, because yeah, we've been seeing some pretty wacky games so far. I kind of missed some of the ones I wish I came in and watched yesterday. I saw there was a sumo one.
I heard about that.
That looked funny.
People have mentioned that in the past. I'm trying to remember what games were there last year when I had my last block. There was a plane combat game on what I think was the PS2 or something. I've seen vehicular combat. Vehicular combat games. It's all sorts. I mean, look, mystery game, the bottom line is, if it's 1v1, it has a good chance of being here.
It's possible.
And that's not even like a game designed to be 1v1. If you've got a game that has a 1v1 component, no matter how just thrown on the end of it might be. That also has a chance of making it here for Mystery Game.
All right, I think we're
here we
getting
go.
set up. I can see a game mode thing here.
I can hear a cool tune. I can hear some good music. Wrestling.
Ooh. Single
Wait,
match. Ranking
is
it boxing or wrestling?
I see a ring and immediately assume wrestling, but it could be boxing. Do we recognize anyone?
No, that looked like the villain from Rocky, though. Guy right here in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ivan Drago, right?
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren.
All right.
I'm going to assume...
It looks kind of more like wrestling. I didn't see any gloves. So, or is bare knuckle boxing?
Regulation. There are none. We're going to fight. Here we go. The next entry. I've got no idea what this game is called, but I'm sure we shall find out. It's now going to be the next stage of this tournament.
All right. Yeah, I got to see what kind of... We're still trying to figure out what type of game this is. I'm starting to believe it's more of a wrestling game. Uh-oh, we got intros and everything.
Oh, I was about to say entrance might be a giveaway, but loads of combat sports have entrances.
Mm-hmm.
And that's now player 2's entrance, no doubt, both of which being skipped.
Come on, man.
The suspense is killing me.
I wanted to at least see one of the intros.
Wrestling? Or is it like...
It's wrestling? It's wrestling.
It's wrestling, or is it actually like a just MMA? Could be
true.
an MMA game.
It doesn't really feel like grappling is easy to do in this, so it definitely seems like the pokes are going to be kind of important.
This is so much more about strikes and what have you, so I'm going to assume it's an MMA game, but it could be different. I'm going to assume nothing anymore because you're never right in these mystery games. But we do know there are two dudes hitting each other, and that's enough. Sylvester versus Jinsan now. Winners pools. Actually assume, could this be winners finals of the pool, or is it not quite there yet?
Yeah, I'm not sure how big the pools are, but this is looking...
Roundhouse.
That roundhouse is hitting in the background, too, so there's definitely some level of verticality to this game, or like Z-axis to this game.
Is that timer half an hour? Am I looking at that right?
No, that's correct. Down. All right.
Oh, and it's points as well, perhaps. Yeah, it's counting the downs, I see. Yep, that's
all right, so
one
definitely
down
not
now.
wrestling. This is probably like, closer to what you said, like an MMA-ish deal.
It's a combat sport of some kind. Ooh, the gut punch. And the dizzy. All right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and we have multiple health bars, too.
I see why this is probably 30 minutes now, though. Now, I just gotta figure out, are we doing 2 rounds of this or 1 round of this, or...
Oh, we'll find out. Yo, the straight vertical kick. First to 2, we have been informed. I'm wondering if there's some extra stuff we just clearly haven't seen yet. Special moves, perhaps, or maybe things bigger than these basic punches and kicks. And a lot of these old games, though, it can be a bit confusing because so many games back then had their own way of doing inputs, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Hold 3 of the buttons, release, and then hold 1, 2 buttons in particular. All right, there's the counter. A second down, too.
You have to mash to get up. Yeah, I assume you have to mash to get up here. Now, this person on the right with the green pants, or person on the left now with the green pants, has seemingly been doing a really good boxing strat of actually boxing his opponent into the corner. Jeez! Also, I can see there's like a damage ratio for your limbs. It's like the both of them are getting hit in the body a lot, so now their limbs are orange. But we got a couple headshots here on the side of the red guy. So
that big kick, they're trying. By all means, they are trying their best to hit each other here. Oh, they just all right. Oh, we're disregarding everything, and we're just going for gut kicks. Another down, 1 more of those. What is that going to result in?
Yeah, he's been getting them super quick, too. So, like, the mash is nice, but I see 1 more down here. Left.
Oh! Submission, perhaps? Oh, perhaps submissions apply in the game, and that's where the limb damage can happen. 2, 3.
How good is the mash this
4,
time? He's got all
5,
4 of his downs now.
6, 7.
Okay. 7 on the get up, and I wonder if you get 1 more down, is that just over? Because I see like this E thing. I don't know what that E thing is.
These roundhouses are doing the work. The reversal of the throw. And this game actually looks kind of deep, you know.
All right, there's no way. All right, yeah, all right.
KO.
So 5 downs and you lose with the technical knockout. Okay. Well, this is an interesting game.
It's a bit confusing to commentate because I don't know any of these characters' names, and I don't think we can see them.
No.
So we're just gonna have to roll with what we see.
I'm at the point to like the Google Translate at the screen real quick. Like, that is, yeah. But I mean, either way, very interesting. I didn't really see too much special. I did see like one like somewhat flying kick in there, but outside of that, like, yeah, can't really tell you what these characters are doing. I just can tell you basic neutral is happening, and then my man forced him to the edge, basically forced somebody to the corner. That's never good in any game.
But we're going into a fresh new match here, and this is where the dynamic can change because Green Trousers Man, well established, a few moves that are at least usable, mostly like those longer range kicks and stuff like that. And now we're going in for a fresh new character, which is a new learning experience. But thankfully, I guess in this game, the rounds do seem to take a little bit longer, so you've got a bit more time to figure out what it is you're meant to be doing.
Yeah, definitely got a little time here. Now, as we get on to the screen, don't know, we have Green Trousers Man versus...
That has to be the official name. Oh, no.
Brown Trousers. Oh, wait, nice.
They've
He's in
got
black
different colored attire.
Okay. So Black Trousers Man versus Brown Trousers Man, who looks kind of like, his trousers kind of make him like a cyborg almost. But,
ooh, the elbow. Damage dealt to the head immediately and actually caused a knockdown, and looks like a potential for the aggressive player to do something else.
So there's like throw reversals in this game. Oh, wait a minute. He's giving him a massage.
He's patting him on the back. What is going on here? Oh, no, he's patting him on the back.
Oh,
what is this? He's tickling him. This is not... I don't know what to make of this anymore. I'm out.
He's giving him a quick pep talk on the crowd.
Well, we got a down at least, and then big damage. So, yeah, I love this game. This game's great. Yo, the count. Watch out. 6.
Wait.
Mash. Get up. Get up!
Oh, it's like, bro, what's going on with his mash? Like, he had such a good mash first round.
Look,
maybe it's different people and like different, you know, like different mash types.
Also a possibility that he just got tickled on the back for 5 minutes in front of a crowd full of people and said, get me out of this match, please.
Oh, man.
I want no more of this. Oof. Back to the range, and that straight kick, something we saw. Oh no, he's doing it again.
Uh-oh.
He's doing it again. Get off him!
Okay.
Get off him!
The reverse.
Oh, they're moving.
He's crawling away from it. Usually you want to crawl to the ropes. That's how you get out of most submissions, but...
It was a good massage.
Yeah.
Rejuvenated now, ready to kick ass again.
These kicks.
Dizzy.
Oh, he's getting so many dizzies off that, and he's down. Okay. Let's see if that mash is going to help. But yeah, I mean, when he was with the bigger guy, that guy was getting up quickly. It took him till 7 to get up on the first mash. Might be an issue. Maybe his hands get tired.
Did manage to mash out of it faster the second knockdown, though. But one thing that hasn't really been dealt is damage. Jin San has just been so comfortable. And again, it just looks like it's been find a couple of moves. In this case, try and figure out how submissions could work. At the moment, not particularly so much, but as long as you've got the life lead, who cares?
Okay, he's playing from the corner quite well, has avoided a lot of these flying kicks until there, as soon as I say it.
I saw Sylvester somewhat bounce off the ropes as well. So I feel like this game has layers, and we are not going to have a chance to see any of it. Oh, again, watch out for the running drop kick.
He's trying to run.
Get off.
Let me out.
He's trying to tickle me again.
Not another massage, please.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Gut punch here.
We're entering grapple states, but clearly just there's got to be some sort of inputs to get it working, and we're just not figuring it out. A knockout is going to be the final result, though, and that will be Jin San.
He did some damage, too. You say his head was in the red. So, like, yeah, he was taking some headshots for sure. Jin San's going to be moving on, and from that kind of weird tickle fight that they were having, I think I saw someone in chat say you got to do special move inputs to perform a proper move when you mount. So that was just like the mount animation, and they didn't do anything.
They're probably pressing buttons.
Yeah.
I'm like, nothing's coming out. He's just doing this, and I can't stop it.
All right. Well, I think we're going to get that game one more time. Maybe someone will try to throw like a fireball or, you know, a charge move or something, just to see if we can get some type of submission going on.
We've seen potential. In the end of that game, I saw an element of bouncing off the ropes.
Yeah.
I saw the rope move. I didn't see anything else after that, so clearly there's something there. I want to shout out to the chat, of course, being able to mention in the chat. There are, you never know what kind of game is here, but there's always going to be someone in the chat that's like, I know how this game works, and they're able to at least give some level of insight. Because,
just
by
slight bit.
God, we ain't got nothing.
I can't tell you what just happened in there. I promise you. I was trying to think of it, but it was like, bro, it was a lot of kicks and a lot of mounts that led to nothing.
Right, we are setting up for another matchup. Ah, perfect timing. It's going to be time for another ad break here. When we come back, Mystery Game continues. So we'll see you.
Okay, welcome back to Mystery Game Tournament here at Combo Breaker 2023. I'm TK, joined with Catch Up, and I think we're getting right back to the same game.
I still don't know what the name of it is.
Yeah, it's just some weird wrestling MMA-esque game. But that's what we played last. Although I'm looking at the screen. Oh, never mind. We got a different game. So we did drop down to lose. Never mind. We had a different game. I was like, that's a weird wrestling game. That's what's going on. It's like we're in space now or something. But we'll find out. We'll find out what it is in a quick second.
Well, now we're in the losers bracket elimination territory. For those just on the off chance, there are some people here that are unaware of the double elimination format.
Plasma Sword.
I'll talk about that in a minute because that's a game you know. I don't know, mate. You just take it away.
I just love this game, bro.
What is it?
It's another one of those like pseudo 3D games, but it actually has pretty good animation, no lies, from the
1998 as well.
Hayato's in it. My boy's back.
Who is that?
He was in Marvel's Capcom 2, wasn't he? Hayato?
I don't know. So I saw a character on the player one side. There are some really interesting looking characters. How does this game work?
From what I remember, because it's been a while since there's an evil Hayato too. Okay. From what I remember, it's definitely a little bit like Battle Arena Toshinden, except just faster.
Okay.
And it's got that 3D access going on. It is a sword game, so obviously by Plasma Sword.
Ooh, looks rather intuitive as well. Yeah, it looks like you've got the strings here, so just try button combinations, find out what works. Is it a back to block game, or is there a block button? I guess we'll find out.
It's been a while since I played. I feel like it's probably a block button. This seems like one of those games that would be more block button, but I could be wrong, and I don't want to be wrong. Oh, Plasma Revenge.
Look like a parry.
Seems like a decent amount of damage. Okay. 2-hit combos here. So we got a rapier here, the fencer, basically, and then just well, I wouldn't say Jedi style, but he's got they all have a glowing sword. Nice sidestep into the slash. And we're out.
Now, this is absolutely the kind of game that if I had this game as a kid, I would have played it tons.
100%.
Absolutely. Oh, uppercut. Well, too far away to do anything about it, but at least we know that exists now. Food for thought.
Okay. So you still have the side steps and things, too, so kind of reminds me more so of, I guess with this, like, mostly 2D playing. Kind of reminds me of, like, Budokai. Because you can sidestep in Budokai, too, but it's mostly played, in that 2D area. Oh, okay. Some kind of...
and weapons have active frames as that jump in collided with the sword and damage was dealt to Claire. Now, max meter. I got no idea what the meter's going to get used for, but hopefully we find out. Side steps, and we're just slashing it up. Here we go again.
The side steps came out for Claire right there, but I would like to see... We're at max meter on both sides, man. Let's hit a double quarter circle forward here. I mean, you figured out the DP, so whatever you did there... If it was the normal DP input, you probably have double quarter circle forward something.
Do the motions, try pressing buttons together, try your shoulder buttons. Something's got to work. Speaking of which, the side step, that's like Yoshimitsu. Only this doesn't take any health away.
There has to be vertical and horizontal strikes in it with the side step, because there's no way the side step is just in this game like that good. Oh, okay. It's working though. Checks the elbow on him. Oh! Comeback time? Wake up buttons, love it.
The God string. That 2-hit string has just been the moneymaker so far.
Oh, yeah.
That's been the one that's been doing all the work. Here comes a new challenger jumping into a second match. A chance to maybe change character, but nope. We're going to go straight back in here. Now, I'm going to assume this is back to ad 3. Because I do imagine so. It is a game-by-game basis. Battle Arena Toshinden having the ring outs, I guess, must have been a factor. Thank you, production. First to 2 it is.
All right. Oh, I guess there is no ring out here. It seems like the stage is moving with them a little bit.
Might be an infinite stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the background looks kind of cool, you know. Oh, and so did that combo string as big damage dealt, and now a swift match point. We've found some buttons that are working, and we're doing that.
I need to see at least one person drop something with this bar, bro. This meter is up. We've been at max meter the entire time. I think trying to figure out there's some moves being thrown out way far away with no intention of actually hitting. That's
three bars got taken. Oh, parry! It didn't actually do a lot of damage for 3 bars.
Okay.
All right.
Well, at least we know what that does. Or at least one of them. 3-bar parry though with no damage. Oh.
Speaking of
Still
which.
didn't do it. Okay, I thought maybe this time around. So now we have 2. Oh, here we go. That was definitely a quarter circle forward, probably slash, whatever you want to call it. But
now, when you see a move like that, you're going to be looking at your opponent thinking, how did you just do that? Knowing they're not going to be, the active. That parry is so active. Oh, the sidestep again. And you know what, Breezy? We were right at the end of the set when we started to see the parries used more. We saw one super of some kind, and by the time it was found, it was over.
Yeah, man. One more round, we probably would have saw something crazy, you know?
It's the classic.
But I feel like, that was a... I want to play that game again because it's been a while, but I was just hyped to see the name flash across the screen. That was nostalgic. That was nostalgic for sure. That was one of those games I kind of just found off of like Fightcade as well. It was like, just going down the list of games that I've never seen before. I'm like, all right, I'll try this. End up liking that one a lot. Looks like we're going to get another round of it, though.
I think a lot of people have PlayStation-era fighting games that they just remember super fondly that aren't incredibly common. Yeah, I think that does kind of extend to the N64 era, too, because you've got the games like Dark Rift, for example, Cardinal Sin, you've got Evil Zone was that for me on PS1.
I don't think I played too many... N64 fighters, but that definitely had like N64 games that like I missed. There was this racing game called Extreme G2. That game will never come out again, but I love that
Extreme
game.
G2.
I loved that game.
I've never met a single person other than Mustard who's played Extreme G2. That game was wicked.
It was nice.
You know the speedrun for that game? It's not to race the fastest, but destroy all of your opponents, and when there's no one left to race, you win.
Oh.
So they deliberately put themselves at the back and just blow up everyone else, and then they move on to the next race. We're getting derailed here.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, we could potentially see it. There is a 1v1 in there.
There is.
So,
but there's even an Extreme G2. We'll remember there is a battle mode as well.
Oh yeah.
Where you don't even have to race. It turns your super bike into a tank.
Man,
that was a game.
That was a game. It was like that. Mischief Makers was another one of those ones that like never came out with something else, but I liked it a lot. There was a decent amount of games that came out on N64 that we could get like some type of remake for it.
Turok Rage Wars.
Turok
for me.
Turok.
Great. Arena FPS on N64, you'll have to see. But hang on a minute.
What we got?
I'm going to assume it's just the intro playing, because I can hear some epic music.
Sounds like an intro, which means I think we have swapped games again, maybe?
Might be going into next round. Ah,
right.
We have moved on. This is rapid. We are just new game, new game, new game. Pressure's on. This is losers territory. Actually, as I was saying before, double elimination. Basically, you got winners bracket and losers bracket. Everyone starts in winners. When you lose, you get sent to losers. That's your last lifeline. Basically, long story short, this is where things get stressful. Because if you lose now, you're out of the tournament. No burrito for you.
No burrito. No extra games for you to play and learn more about. Definitely here's some choosing of things. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and slide over there real quick. It is The Adventure of Little Ralph.
What is that? I don't know what The Adventure of Little Ralph is. And that gives us nothing to work with. So we're going to set up the rules. The versus battle. Ah, it is a fighting game. Here we go.
Okay. How many? Is there 4 characters in this game? Desta, M. Desta, Ralph, Travante, Valco, and Perica.
Not many, I don't think.
Uh-oh.
Well, how does it play is the question. Because some of these games, you get the impression that it's like, Double Dragon had Double Dragon component, and then there was like a 1v1 mode on some of the versions, where it like didn't really play like a fighting game. It just played like Double Dragon, but with 2 players that can hit each other.
I feel like we're probably getting closer to that.
The Adventure of Little Ralph, it suggests that there is a single-player thing. And that's got to be Little Ralph.
That's got to be Little Ralph.
That's got to be.
Desta, so Desta was a human, I guess, and then M. Desta is like Doom?
Is that spoilers?
Yeah. It feels like it is, bro.
Is Desta an early bot? Oh, come on. I was going to play this game.
Desta was your friend that got captured, and now it's him, Desta.
Become the final boss.
All right, they're trying to figure out what's going on here. I think they're trying to figure out how to actually pick up. There we go. We picked the character this time around.
All right, it's time
Desta.
to find out what the adventure of Little Ralph is all about here in the losers bracket of Mystery Game.
All right, Desta Rosa is his whole name. That's a nice name.
Yo, Blood?
Wait, the animations for this are kind of smooth, dude. What the?
I wasn't ready for that.
Was not ready for that at all. Okay, ooh.
Yo, the damage on those jump-ins. Wait, parry? His metal leg clashed with the sword and no damage was dealt.
You know what? This game actually, it's surprisingly kind of getting me. I kind of like this one. Ooh.
Air throw! Get off me!
Little Ralph said, step back. He has to win. He's the main character. Oh. Okay. Jump out the corner, maybe?
Anti-air. Looks for some kind of meaty neutral jump, but that definitely wasn't the right button. That one's not too bad, but no damage is being dealt. Come on, one hit either way is going to do it. Oh, the jump in is going to take that first round here, but okay.
You know, I think in these early like fighting games too,
Ooh.
like there probably is a really good anti-air button, but because you don't know it, jump-ins are like extremely much more safe than you'll ever see like in any other fighting game. Like if you're watching, you know, like two top players actually play Street Fighter, you're like, oh, he's jumping in, that's crazy. But now you're just like, well, he doesn't know how to anti-air yet, so it's free.
Especially in those old games that have jump attacks that are like active the moment you press them, and they're just there until you land. They're the worst.
Damn. Ooh. Nice. Go ahead and stuff that jump real quick.
It kind of looks again, though, that Desta Rosa looks pretty fundamentally sound. So we're seeing just good jump-ins, good sweep, decent range, decent damage on most of these hits. Looking like the kind of character that you just want big jump-in, doesn't get a combo, though, tries to confirm something.
Weston Oak has just thrown like a fireball and also figured out a DP, I think, of some sort, but maybe too little too late. Ooh.
Oh, wow. That string was whiffing. I guess it must be a high of some kind. Oh, there's a special move, a charge attack. Didn't see that in round one. Ooh, backhand.
Oh, did it too early, but still living? What the? You have no health.
No chip kills, perhaps?
Uh-oh. Oh, we out. Super jump.
Ooh. These jumps are going to be incredibly scary, but it does look like there are no chip kills, so you've got to somehow find it. But the clock, the time ran out, and that's going to be game one. But to me, that just looks like purely an information round.
Oh, yeah. Is he going to pick M. Desta?
I
Fight
have
your
you
others
perfected.
Uh-oh.
If that's an evil-looking Desta, it's got to be better.
True.
It's got to be like a boss character put into the player's hands.
Like one of those, like, you know, like it's like Vegeta and Majin
Look at that
Vegeta.
stage.
He stands up too. Oh, okay. Like he has, oh, he can float a little. Oh, jeez.
Oh, and there's an air throw, so I guess that's the answer to that. Oh my lord, look at the range here.
So M. Desta, well, I mean, we haven't seen any of regular Desta's moves. A crack shoot. Okay.
Oh, hang on a minute.
This is definitely boss. This is definitely boss-like activity right here. Boss level activity, just full screen projectiles. Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's a hover as much as it's like just a really floaty jump.
Yeah.
Not helping him deal with the rush down though, and that's going to be an extra problem. Lightning strike doesn't look like it tracks amazingly well there, so gonna have to watch out for that. Tracking on hit or block. Oh,
What the?
Oh wait, hang on.
Oh,
Hang
the
on.
elements. He's
Hang
the
on.
avatar.
Oh, that's going to change everything. You can do other projectiles while they're active? Are you kidding me? I'm getting like...
Oh no. Yeah. All right. That's the downside. That's definitely like a sweep and to set that up.
Here's the problem though. It took a whole round to find those moves, but now we know.
Yep.
So there's a round with a fresh new health bar and a potential to get range. No wonder we're seeing Matasso go straight in. We're not wanting to deal with any of that range. We need to get in and do something about it.
Oh, okay.
Opted to go in.
Yeah, had the chance to actually set it up right there. Got the knockdown.
Oh,
Jeez, that is definitely a super jump. Okay, here we go. Setting it up one more time.
that's going to be the main projectile you use, I think. Just the tracking, and that's going to stay.
Oh, and it's still, okay, so it still will release even if you get hit out. Just will release whatever's out right there.
Potential problem, though, those projectiles, they look annoying, but they don't do any damage. All Matasso has to do is basically hit once for every time you get hit like 4 times, and it'd still be in your favor.
Okay, super jumping out of there yet again. Trying to get some space to set it up. That super jump in, though.
Can't afford to take these stray hits. If you are going to play the ranged game, you might take a few trades. All right, there's the flame pillar. Wow, this looks annoying. Big knockdown, though.
Extremely floaty. Hold on. Okay, crack shoot yet again.
All right, you got to watch out and respect that now. You can't trade. One hit will do it. You can't get hit. You're still alive? How?
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, I don't know. We have another one of those moments where it seems like they do less damage as we get closer to
the
death.
clock.
Ah!
It's the clock. The clock is going to be the biggest enemy with this character. It's the complete dynamic. We have a character who wants to get point blank, and we have a character who just wants to float away and just do nothing but projectiles.
I'll chase him down one more time. Here we go. Yeah, that I still see how that can be annoying, trying to chase him down, but as long as you can get a bigger damage combo in while he's like calling the ice storm, and you can get it earlier than like, 3. Well, he is bodying him right now. Jeez.
This
no
is
space
what it's
given.
all about. That's the plan, working out perfectly right. I'm going to get in. I'm going to stay in. Going to take a couple of hits here, but you've done enough damage that it's worth the trade. Punish!
That's how you.
Why did that do no damage?
Like the straight walk up. Uh-oh, hold on. Man, what the? One more hit. It's got to be one more hit now, right? There it is. All right.
A worthy attempt. A worthy attempt.
He found I felt like he found a good zoner. It's just like, yeah, the damage just was not there.
Yeah. In that kind of matchup, especially when you're a zoner that hasn't got loads and loads of damage, it sounds really hilariously layer 1, but to quote my good friend, the Foxy Grandpa, don't get hit. If you're playing these ranged characters that don't have the same access to... I mean, we could just be talking nothing here, and maybe that character, in turn, does do loads of damage if you do the right moves in the right situation. But in that matchup, there wasn't much damage for the projectiles. And if your rushdown opponent gets a good start, it's kind of like always now out of your favor. Because you can't really trade anymore. But you're going to take a few trades in that kind of situation. So having a wonderful start in that final round was kind of the secret to finishing the rest of it off pretty comfortably, I suppose. Seems like we're staying on the game? No, we're seeing an opponent sit down, so I think we might be changing to another game.
Yeah. With the new opponent, though, we have one person still up there who was just playing that last game, and as you guys know, we get a different game every round. So since he won, since we'll be getting to our next round, I'm going to figure out what that game is relatively soon. That one was all right. I feel like I would check that out. What was the name of it again? The Adventures of Little Ralph?
Adventure of Little Ralph.
Yeah, let me save that in a notepad.
I get the impression. I get the impression it's like beat 'em up with a multiplayer component. It just felt very Double Dragon in that sense, but obviously a bit more refined because modern console at the time and all that. But this just brings in the mix-up of what our next game is going to be, and we're seeing a lot of the same players now. That's just only going to suggest we're reaching the later stage of these pools. We're playing for a long time. Players would have started at 2 p.m. local time here in Chicago. That's when everything would have begun. Most of the players will be gone, and now we're entering the home stretch. This is like one of the scariest bits, because making it out of pools in any game is a good feeling.
Yeah.
And not quite making it through can be one of the worst places to finish, because making it out of pools for a lot of people is that first layer.
Right.
You know, that's the first objective. And here there's added pressure, because you don't make it out of pools, you're not getting one of those burritos, man.
I also I've always wondered too. I feel like if I got all the way through this tournament and then I got to grand finals and it was a game I definitely have never ever touched, I would feel so robbed. Like if the other guy was like, yeah, I play this all the time. Yeah.
If your opponent knew it.
Oh man.
Or it's like one game that everyone plays, but you just never got round to learning yourself.
Yeah.
Like if I was in this and it goes right, Guilty Gear Strive, I'm like, most people will be like, yeah, I feel good. Not me.
Not you? Nah.
Not me. I was one of the people that just never got around to playing it.
That's fair. Yeah, I played that a decent amount myself. And then I played actually almost all those games that came out. I played Grand Blue for a while too, but unfortunately.
Grand Blue's so sick.
Yeah, it just happened to come out during COVID, so by the time we're getting to tournaments, I'd stop playing. But the game is definitely sick.
Very excited for what they... The new content is yet to release, right?
I'm not sure. What do you mean by new content?
There's a new version of Grand Blue coming out.
Oh,
I saw like mini games,
the trailer
and stuff like
and stuff. Yeah.
I saw mini games and stuff like that in the trailer. I don't recall it being out yet. Well, obviously, by all means, I'm sure someone will tell me anyway.
Someone will, yeah.
But no, that game was tight. Really enjoyed it.
Adventures of Little Ralph, man. Wow.
Almost set up our next game, and it looks like we're near that home stretch. And the final game of a pool can sometimes be, by far, the weirdest one.
For sure. I feel like that's probably how you should set it up, too. It'll be the weirdest game to get out. But we're going to find out what that game is soon. I see both of them going pad here.
Oh, but not just pad, the most modern pad. So this game could be... If we're going with the modern pad, it suggests that this game requires more buttons.
Yep.
And to be fair, we're going to theory craft this. Could this be our first vehicle game of the stream?
Could be a vehicle game.
I don't think this is going to be a fighting game at all, folks.
Could be a game that at least released past 2000. We've been getting a lot of old games here, so not that I'm complaining.
It could be like an FPS with split screen.
Ooh.
No screen peeking allowed.
Oh,
it could be a third-person game, to be fair. It might be like one of those games which is like, you know, back of the character and you've got to move a camera and look around.
If it is if they do have a multiplayer game, we need that.
Here we go.
That divider. It is. What is this?
What is it?
I don't know, but
Oh, you can destroy the level, and it's got cool sounds. I like this game already.
Are they in it? Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, okay.
What is this game? I love the sound effects.
This is DBFZ before DBFZ. All right. Oh, it's got stocks too. So the aerial Smash Brothers.
It's got Hadoukens, and look how much damage. I'm getting like Worms vibes from the.
Actually getting Worms. So I bet money though that you could probably destroy the ground enough to just spike someone through. Oh, goodbye.
What? What is this game? I love it. It has no music, just those noises.
Someone please someone knows this. Someone tell me this game's name, please. Allison Crimson and Princeton Orange player wins.
Was that the first? That must have been the first game, right? I think. Yep, there it is. Matasso has got it, and this is next match. We've been informed first to 3, as you can probably assume, because it seems like quite a fast game. Oh.
Like they get launched so far. Oh, okay, he's out the universe now, trying to hit the. How do you get back in? Okay, here we go. Oh,
everything does so much knockback. The second you get knocked out of the globe, you're just getting sucked out of the screen.
I also just realized that there's no music because the hits are the music. Like
I like that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I love that so much.
Oh.
Yes.
I do want to see if, like, as I said, if you can go through the. Okay, so yeah, like the minute it's like they get out of the, and they get pulled into the universe basically. But yeah, I just want to see if you can actually destroy the ground enough to actually spike someone through it.
Well, Matasso, I gotta say, looking stuck on the wall. Stuck on the wall. Oh no, no, don't do it.
Full charge.
Don't do it.
Oh, he's still living.
What? Is that a wall grab?
I don't know how he did it, but big damage. Looks like a tech almost.
I love the sound effect so much.
Oh?
Ooh.
Okay.
Even the movement does it.
Yeah, everything's okay. Big damage right there. Geez, 7-hit combo.
Oh my lord!
That was clean. That was clean.
We still have potentially one more game left to go.
I'd imagine this game also doesn't have like everybody has the same moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just colors.
Absolutely.
Okay, a lot of the ground destroyed here. But Matasso actually going to lose the first stock. Ooh!
This has been a swift turnaround, though, from Sylvester. Would not be Sylvester's first reverse sweep should they be able to pull this one off. Oh, that's a major catch, but able to survive. Not survive long enough, though. We're going to shoot immediately out of the globe and take one.
That's actually pretty smart. Yeah, like if you didn't go all the way out and you're just sitting on that ground, like it's time to go. Oh, a throw. Hey, big Kamehameha action.
Oh, the velocity of being knocked away can send you. You called it! You called it! You called it!
That was so nice, too. He just waited. He's like, wait until you get up. It's over for you. But you can destroy people. You can throw them through the ground. That is nice.
Oh, but there's that first stock taken there by Matasso. The giant Kamehameha has been the objective so far.
He said, this guy says he has it on itch. It's called Rebop Blaster. Okay, if that's true, then I am definitely about to find this and get that myself.
Thank you for letting us know, because I'm 100% going to play this when I get home. The ranged game, the zoning. Watch out for the beam. Whiffs the beam, and that's going to be a major catch. Is it going to survive the hit? Will, but barely. The chance for a bit of a counterattack, but no. You've just been caught again, and there goes yet another one. Sylvester has to take 3 stocks without losing a single one now, and that's going to be a hard ask.
Oh, okay, there's one.
So the beam can't penetrate the sphere. It can catch you if you're sitting on it, but it can't go through it.
Okay, hold on. Big combo. Off the wall bounce. Oh, he's still living.
I think a couple more ticks of that Kamehameha might have done it.
Okay, so I see now. I see. Yeah. They can't go through the. That's actually pretty smart. You know, don't want to make the beams everlasting, I guess.
If you are Sylvester, you are going to be significantly stressed at the moment, because this is your last chance. Oh, that's going to be enough. And what a wonderful game that was. I enjoyed that very much.
I think of all the games that I've seen today, that was the one for me. That was fun. Rebop Blaster. It definitely is. I mean, I looked it up. It was on itch. That guy did not lie at all, so I will be there.
Losers finals, that must have been, because I saw a Chipotle card be given out.
There you go.
And of course, the celebration. It hits different. Everyone likes making out of pools, but now when you've got this extra thing that you can win, it just feels extra good.
You won your Chipotle card off the Rebop Blaster too. Like, great time. So. Love to see that. We got some pretty good games all together. I said, like, the last 2 games we got, I think, well, last 3, because Plasma Sword too, but I already played that one. And then Little Ralph, and then Rebop Blaster. Man, that's a good lineup. That's what you get from Mystery Tournament, man. You get to see some crazy stuff that you want to eventually probably go and get yourself, because I will be getting all 3 of those games. Well, both of those games. I already have Plasma Sword, so, man.
Right. Many games were had. And there's plenty more games to get through for the rest of this weekend. But as far as this block goes, it's time to say goodbye to you. Thank you so much for joining us here. It's been a pleasure. Absolute. I almost did the left hand, but that would have been too weird. But no, thank you all so much for having us. It's a pleasure to be back at Combo Breaker. Mystery Game is a very special tournament, and it continues to be so. And there's plenty more Mystery Tournament where that came from. So thank you so much. Cheers, production, for doing all the hard work. And we'll see you very, very soon.